Well, hope everyone's doing well because it's time for the decisive Game 3 between the New Jersey Devils and the Montreal Canadiens. But before we get to that, I just want to say I'd like to wish everyone a safe stay at their homes, and also Brandon, nice to see you. So, of course, this game does have some interest in that whoever wins is going to fight you in the finals. So this is huge, to say the least. And let me just get my pop-out chat and we'll get started. Excuse me. Alright. Let me just make sure I got um, what I need. Alright, cool. Got it. I wouldn't be surprised if I have to against Feck. So you don't think your brother can do it, or do you think that Feck's team is well? Then again, you're saying you wouldn't be surprised, but I wouldn't count out Jose, and I wouldn't count out Sister Kiyomi. Not one bit. I wouldn't. Okay, got that. So right now it's just the two of us, but hopefully we'll get more and more people on. No, and it's a good thing you're not. So that's a good thing. In the meantime, let me let Feck and Jose and Kiyomi know that their games are up next. And sorry if I'm not talking very much. I'm just setting up here. Hey, Prince Mario, what's up? Nice to see you, man. I'm just setting up before we get to the game, but how's everything going, Prince? Anyway, I understand that where you live, like hockey is king where you guys live. I have to imagine in Boston and in Massachusetts, it's huge. But other than that, how's everything going in Prince Mario Land? Oh, there's Feck. Ah, excuse me. Great to see you, Feck. Not really much, and I'm not too much into hockey, but the Boston Bruins are huge. There was a riot when they won the Stanley Cup. I forgot when. All right. Well, now that our at least two of the participants out of three are in this, so we can now start our game. Uh, Well, the riot was in Vancouver in 2011. I remember when it first happened. It was I don't know what it is about Vancouver, but they always seem to have riots whenever they lose the Stanley Cup. Now, of course, can you imagine if they won it? Oh man. It was a it was 2011 against Vancouver. That much I do remember. So it all comes down to this: Eastern Conference, a chance to go to the Stanley Cup Finals. And also, hey JWE, what's up? Your bill is up. Well, it could be. Hockey is much bigger in Canada, and that's the thing. And I was 12 when it happened. Okay. Well, I mean, of course it is huge in Canada. There's no disputing that. I'm just hoping that, the numbers go down in terms of cases, and hospitalizations go down, and, reported cases go down. Everything goes down. Yeah, I just wanted to say hello, and just simply say, hey, is that you? What is that? What you sound like? I just wanted to check you out. Well, part of being a big YouTuber is you got to play the part. It's one thing to pretend you're big; it's another thing to be big. But, you know, sometimes it starts with just being the bigger person, though. Well, well, yeah, it could come back, but I think, well, it's all going to come down to whether or not people are prepared for it, if it ever does come back, and if a vaccine is ever found. But without any further ado, New Jersey, Montreal, Game 3, it's time. Really? But I'm hoping, that, we do go back to normal, but it'll definitely be a different thing. Like, there won't be it won't be a packed house, it won't be filled to capacity, and restaurants probably will have half the tables it used to, and yes, you can create characters on this, as it will feature Vec and Jose and Sister Kiyomi for Jose. With that said, as per usual, we will have Montreal wear white at home, and for the Devils, they are going to wear their red uniforms. Well, of course. Let me see. JW. Yeah, I got your name on the wait list, though. Are you feel with carrot? What does that mean? That was kind of worded weirdly, so I don't. Sometimes you gotta say your questions, or word it a bit better. Look at China. Yeah, it can't be on lockdown forever. We know that. Am I full on characters? The good news is no. Unlike UFC, where it's only 22, this one can hold up to, I believe, 50 or 60 characters. So that's one thing that I like about it, though. Well, it's not over, though. Anyway, fight, or rather, game underway. Okay, let me add you to the wait list then. And already, and I look away, and just like that, the Devils score quickly. Not even a minute in this game. Oh, I just noticed someone. There we go. All right, let me see. Well then, hey, this is completely random, but what is better, Nicki Minaj or the soundtrack to Parappa the Rapper, excuse me. I would say Parappa, without question. And also, hello, Walter Johnson. And it was Taylor Hall with the opening goal. Thanks for helping me catch that, or for catching that, Brandon. I had a little bit of gas right there. Sorry. Yeah, but that just simply means you gotta, you know, you got to, how do I put this? That's why you gotta stay home, you know, stay safe and, you know, just stay at home. Only go out when you absolutely need to get, like, food and stuff like that. And another quick goal! Wow! Right now, New Jersey is picking up their play. There you see Kiyomi with that big hug. But, wow. New Jersey is here to play. Marcus Johansson. Let's take a look. Wow. Just finding an open man, gets a backhander, thanks to Palmieri. Wow, that Price was not expecting that, and wow. What was that? Wait, Shifty says his sorry. I live on the east side. Well, like I said, stay at home, stay healthy. And now Tatar, ooh, cover up by Price, gets it to Juleson. But this game is far from over. I mean, there's 2 more periods to go through before we get to the end. Now Vatanen. Bruce Springsteen is from there, yeah. From Ashbury Park, yeah. Wait, no, I live on the south side. Oh, so you don't have... Anyway, back to the game, though, before I forget. I'm losing track here. Anyway, Denol gets it to Alsner, then to Tatar. Juleson, nice open shot, but nice save there by Schneider. Now back to Johansson. I mean, for Montreal, I mean, they've had an easy stride all the way to the semifinals, but now they're starting to meet their match. They won the first game. They lost the second game, and they're losing this game now. You know that baseball originated in Jersey? I didn't know that, and I'm not a sports fan. I do look forward to your Rise and Fall series for your next video, Prince Mario. So there you see number 13, Max Domi. Now Lovejoy. Now Lepan. Back to Mueller. Oh, but now Feck takes over. He intercepts it. It's already up, but I'll let you find the subject on your own. All right. Now Zaka. Back to Coleman.
Solid work there by Ben. To the point it comes. Played on to King.
Should get a well, they used to have a basketball team. They had a basketball team in the Nets, but but they lost them to Brooklyn, and then the only football team they have is those from New York.
Nicely received at the point.
I believe they have the Jets hosting there. Anyway, now Blanco gets it to Bratt.
He steps across the line. Shoots. Wonderful save. He was hovering right.
The Giants suck.
He thought he had a chance, but the goaltender robs him. What a stop.
Oh, all right. In case people in this chat don't know, I have a mini document series called The Rise and Fall where I talk about the downfalls of internet stars, specifically in ways that they can't come back from. That's true.
Gets the whistle.
And so far, Montreal trying to come back, but to the credit of Corey Schneider, I mean he's keeping them out.
With the lead, 2-0.
Now Cuevas won the faceoff, but it was short-lived. Now Byron was held a little bit. Yeah, it was a hooking call.
Jersey's roster goes down by one here. At least briefly, a minor.
Yeah, Feck is everywhere.
Well, what he was trying
But that was not a good penalty to take if you're Brian Boyle, who had
off to the penalty box he goes.
a
The Canadiens are going to try out their power.
how do I'm starting to lose my thought here.
You can turn the tide of a game.
Well, you didn't have to ask it twice, but I'll let you know, Mr. Walter. But when I do, I will let you know. What I was trying to say, he had a hat trick the other game, last game is what I was trying to say. I couldn't get my thoughts out.
Hot drop, and the wing
No, not really. He hasn't become a champ yet, but it's not for the lack of trying. But unfortunately, another penalty, and this time it's to Lovejoy. So now the Devils are putting themselves in the penalty box, and
It's a delay game. The
for Montreal, this is their chance to get back in it.
Here, it's a long 5-on-3.
Well, yeah, he is a rookie. Now Severson dumps the puck. Now Petrie to Tatar.
Beats that charge into the zone. Near the line.
Drops it off to Druin. An open shot, and they score. So Montreal is within one, thanks to that power play goal. Jonathan Druin. So Boyle exits the penalty box, and great shot by Druin, getting it right past Schneider where he least suspected it. Or actually, it was a screen by Feck, and Schneider couldn't see through the screen and was unable to stop that shot. Now we have a power play for Montreal. Okay, well, not a problem. I know that it's been tough to watch when you have to deal with family, but it's no one's fault really. But do take care of your family. That's more important, I will say.
Inside the final minute of play. Couldn't get through.
Oh, Gallagher. Now back to Lekanen. Then Mate. Now trying to find an open shot. Ooh, great shot, but it was nice. It was a nice save by Schneider, though.
Slices through the neutral zone. Turned a shot.
Good shot there. And that's the end of one period. The first period.
And we do have a score. It's a close game after one. You'd expect that from these two. New Jersey's got a lead of one.
Yeah, I mean, I miss a lot of sports,
Then rent out one of our
I mean, who doesn't really? But that was a great shot by Hall.
Goaltending like this, they might just keep. But we'll have to see after we go to break.
See our website for details.
A good first period for the Devils, but they allow Le Club de Hockey Montreal back in this game. There was only a 2-second difference with the power play from last period.
Montreal's power play fails this time.
But it's done. And we have an offside. Well, it's not just the fact, well, it's not so much they pay college kids. I mean, the only time they ever do it is through scholarships. But other than that, though, they don't pay them the same way they pay athletes and stuff like that.
New Jersey's won that neutral zone faceoff.
Anyway, now Domi. Oh, but now Blanco steals it. And now Blanco's going to have to get it before... Yeah, he does. He got to it before it was called for an icing.
Smart recovery by Petrie. The Canadiens are at the wing in neutral ice.
Thanks for incorrecting me. Incorrecting you. Anyway, ooh, nice shot by Hall, but well saved. But a nice save by Price. Now Schlemenko dumps the puck. And Boucher gets to it, then to Severson. Or Severson, excuse me. Oh, tries to stuff it in, but Price kept it out.
Price decided to cover.
Goalies have to make a half a dozen great stops in a win. This is one on a beautiful move, but there is nowhere for the puck to go.
A little over 4 minutes.
Didn't mean to say NCCA. I mean, I know what you meant to say, though. Thankfully.
The Devils win the draw.
Now Boucher, ooh, tried to go for that, tried to go for the element of surprise, but that time they were not surprised.
Uses the corner.
Now Gallagher. Then to Tatar.
They missed that pass.
Now Severson. Severson gets it to Palmieri.
Airborne.
Then to Heischer. Ooh,
Great glove save, and he keeps it.
didn't realize how open he was, but he got it. I'm back. Just had to get a drink. All right. Montreal trying to fight back into it, but the Devils are trying to keep this game out of reach if they can do it.
Carrying on up the wing.
Now Montreal. Oh, tried to go for the wraparound, but not enough. Hey, NWF, National Wrestling Federation. It's been a billion years, man. Ooh, that nearly went in the net. And also, Young Samurai. Great to see you two. You did a great show yesterday. Can't wait for my match with I can't wait for the match that between myself and Bucky 501. But yeah, just wanted to pop in and say hello. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully everything's going well in Samurai Land. If like in real life, like in the real life NHL, real life, I would say, oh, both Eternal Penitentiary and Blackout will be today. Okay, so I will hopefully. I'm thinking that by the time I'm done with this, you should be ready then. My favorite team, hands down, is the Winnipeg Jets. Excuse me. So yeah, the Winnipeg Jets, I've been a fan of the team ever since I heard the story about how they lost their team, Winnipeg did, and then they got their team back, and since then it's been I've just grown to love Winnipeg. Oh, you are? Oh, shit. Okay. And we have a bit of an offside there. Well, you got to a 2-0 lead. Now it's down to 2-1. But it's not over. It's not over.
The Canadiens up the wing are moving the puck.
Feel free to stop in when you want, though I'm not going to make people go. All right. I've heard of Carl Anthony Towns, yes. Alsner, then to Denol. Now Alsner trying to draw defenders, but could not get that pass to one of his teammates. Now Denol gets it back. Minnesota is the only state not to vote for Ronald Reagan in any of his presidential campaigns. So basically, well, I mean, I personally didn't have a problem with Ronald Reagan, but I know not everybody likes him. Well, I'm so sad that, well, that's terrible that his mom died from the virus, and you know, that's also something that makes me mad, is that this could have been prevented. We would not be dealing with this, you know, had it not been for, you know, I mean, it was there. I mean, it was like, I mean, it was pride, ego, and just, and it was just not, you know, how do I put this? They didn't do a good job anticipating when it first was announced, and now that's how we got into the position that we're in. And Carl Anthony Towns' mother dying is one of those people that should not have died, but did because of the impreparation of this country. Now, while some countries, you know, were at a disadvantage before that, that's one thing. But when you had a chance to, you know, nip it in the bud when you had the chance, and now people die, that just makes me, you know, it just, you know, it's not only saddens me, it just angers me too. I'm just thankful no one on my family has died, like, at least no one I know of. I'm happy that he's recovering, though. Unfortunately, I really couldn't say the same thing about everyone else that had died because of it. Nice shot there by Feck. But that's just how critical I've been, you know. Now, of course, the state governments are doing a good job. Well, most of them, except for, you know, Florida and Virginia, to, you know. Yeah, to them it's funny until someone gets hurt, you know. Now, for Prince Mario, I'm happy that your uncle is recovering, and I'm hoping he does, you know, recover fully. But this is something that really should not have happened, but it did. Anyway, well, there's Jose on the bench in the penalty box to start off the third period. Yeah. So Montreal starts on the power play to begin with. Yeah, well, I'm hoping that, you know what, if Florida, you know what, they can definitely blame their governor for not being proactive which is a stark contrast to that of California Governor Newsom. And, ooh, great shot opportunity there by Jose Blanco, though. Well, I'm hoping that your uncle recovers, definitely. But still, that's just how critical I've been of this thing when it first happened. I really was hoping that it wouldn't come down to this, but it did. Now Vatanen with an open shot. Tries to center it up, and Hall, another great shot, but now we have another penalty coming up. Blanco and Vatanen are just putting on the aggression, and now it's Montreal that's going into the box with Petrie.
The referees are looking for this. Anytime you stop skating and reach with your stick.
Well, of course, I mean, of course he did, but
You're going to the penalty box.
well, of course he did, but at the least he was proactive. That's what I liked about it. I mean, okay, so those who don't like Trump hated it. All right, that's fair game. But at least our state got the help that we needed. You know, that's the thing. And that plus, you know, at this point, any help you can get from the president, even if the people hate him, any help you can get is better than no help at all. And Severson with a long shot, and they score. And New Jersey is up 3-1. And Montreal is in trouble. They're gonna have to start scoring and defending if they're gonna get back in this.
Well, he had a lot of time and space there to let that wicked shot go from far.
That was a great shot. Managed to get right through, and it goes in. And I try to be neutral as much as I can. I just so happen to not like Trump. It's as simple as that. But other than that, though, I try not to talk about politics all that much. I really do. I'm just heated about the fact that it could have been prevented, that's all. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Now Wood. Then to Bratt, but stolen, and, well, looks like Montreal's going to get a break with a power play. With a hooking call on Boucher.
This was okay about 10 years ago. Not anymore. That's a hooking call.
Will Boucher with the hooking call.
A power play that can generate goals is special, and this one has been. Let's see if it continues.
Don't we all wish it never happened, I will say. Oh, great shot by Feck, but well saved there by Schneider. And Montreal gets back in it. A shot that was redirected by Tatar. And Montreal comes within a goal again. Yeah, I would like for Sonic to be president, but, you know, it is kind of a moot point. But right now for the Devils, I mean, their lead is now down to 1. I mean, Montreal's not going to quit, and they proved it. And now Boucher, ooh, nearly turned it over. Gets it to Johansson. Open shot, no. Well, if Sonic was real, he probably would have found a way to cure everybody. Or at least stop the virus if he really was real, but one can only dream. Back to this game, though. Yeah, that is true. Now Feck gets it to Shelmenko. Oh, great shot by Feck and Logan. That's a person I haven't seen in a billion years. What's up? Anyway, there you see Kiyomi with her pink skates and tape on her stick. Now Cuevas was able to handle that that face-off win. And Kiyomi staying in front of her man. Well, the person that she's trying to defend against. Oh, Cuevas, well, tried to get it away from Shaw, but was unable to get it. But then it gets to Wood. Now Wood goes up the wing. Oh, Vatanen manages to get that big rebound, and they score. And New Jersey is back up by 2 again. Vatanen in the right place at the right time. And if you're Carey Price, you cannot give up rebounds like that. As Sami Vatanen, let's take a look. You got the initial stop, but the rebound was in Vatanen's grasp. And as you saw, yeah, just put it in.
New Jersey's lead is now 2. Here in the third period, they have to brace themselves for an attack.
Great score there by Vatanen. Ooh, Juleson. But for Montreal, they're going to have to score. And score relatively quickly. If they want to get back in on this. Byron. Oh, then Cuevas knocks it away from Juleson. And she'll take it in. She'll try to find an open man. Nope. She tried to get it to Lepan. Then drops it off to Boyle. Now Kiyomi, along with her fellow defenseman. Now Wood gets it to Zaka. And he dumps the puck. But then Lepan tried to steal it away, but they got it back. Chocolate Rain. Yeah, that was a big thing a couple of years ago, like in 2007, 2006, I think. Chocolate Rain. Why are you yelling at Logan? Now Matei, nope. Matei takes it back. Then Shaw, ooh. Right now, I have to say the Devils are playing a complete game, and that's what they got to do. And that's what they did to win the championship last time. And that's what they're going to try to do, or that's what they are doing in order to get back to the championship round, the Stanley Cup. That's just how I say hi. And Schneider, great save there. And right now, Montreal going for broke. Having six skaters in order to try to get within 1 and eventually win it. Bootleg pimp. Now Palmieri. Trying to play keep away, then to Severson. Right now, New Jersey has them right where they want them. Knock off. And Schlemko, ooh, that nearly would have been a empty netter there. And Palmieri steals it. Well, but he couldn't advance it any further. Oh, Petrie, nice interception. Otherwise, it would have been an easy one. But time is running short. Schneider managing to hold on, and that's it. New Jersey is moving on to the Stanley Cup, and it's going to be the rematch between the Devils and the Golden Knights. There you see Kiyomi without her helmet. There you see Feck. The two goaltenders. There you see Cuevas. And Cuevas was selected to be the player of the century, or the, not century, but the player of the series. So Kiyomi was player of the series for this series, and I have to say, that was just so awesome. It was a great game, but it just wasn't the best game in terms of a close score. The Devils got off to a hot start, and they kept it throughout the whole game. So if you're Feck, this is probably not the game that you want to remember. But for Jose and for Kiyomi, who's going to be in the Stanley Cup Finals for the first time, is in there. This is going to be a rematch. I'm excited to see that. And so the stage is set. Now, as far as how is it that, for those who are wondering, what determines who gets home field or home ice advantage? Well, in the first round, it's usually determined via computer or whatever means that it's done. But then every subsequent round, it's then determined by record, and then tiebreakers also include goals for, goals against, things like that. And then, of course, it gets much easier as we go through the playoffs, being that the Golden Knights have a slightly better record than New Jersey does. That's how they have the home ice advantage for this one. So I just figured I wanted to share that with you, with how that works. But yeah. Okay, let's stop. Just because I'm Hispanic in America doesn't mean I can discipline you with con achala. I don't even know what that is. I can't even say it. Shit. Okay. Well, with the final set for the next time that we do NHL, and the next time that we do it, well, I'll let you guys know. But for now, we can do some player creations, and we can do that. Let me see how Samurai is doing. Let me check what Samurai is doing. Okay, so Samurai is... Let's see how Samurai is doing. Samurai's doing pretty well with his show. That's not bad. It's a sandal. Chancleta. Oh. It was kind of spelled differently, so I'm like, what? Anyway. So, for those who want to be made into a character or a player, so to speak, let's see. Question is, who's next? Let's see. Let's find out who's here. Okay, last time I made Speranza Dancy. And then... Let's see. Alright, so... if you're here and you want to be made... just let me know and I'll do it. But you gotta be here though. That's the thing. Okay. I don't know if JWE is still in the chat there. Because I know he said he wanted, and then same thing with Red Hood and several others. Um, well, I'll tell you what. If we get to the 50-minute mark and no one steps up, then I will just end it off because I don't want to, bore you guys to death. I really don't. But well, why the sad face, Brandon? I know that some other people might, check out what Samurai's doing and whatnot. But I mean, I can't control that. I really can't. Well, well, of course, Brandon is ready for round 2. I'd have to imagine he is. I mean, he was ready for it. He was ready for it, or he was also ready for round 1 with Feck, but I have to imagine he's ready for it, definitely. Of course I am, Jose Miguel. Okay, so who else is here besides the brothers? I mean, I saw Logan, but I already have made Logan, like the character. Like I already have a player of him, so he's cool. But I'm just waiting for anyone who wants to be made. That's all. Yeah, but again, I get that, NHL is not exactly the most popular series that I have. A lot of people seem to like WWE. A lot of people seem to like UFC, uh, even Monopoly. But NHL is probably the last game that people would play. But I can't control what other people do. And for some people, they could still be, doing college work, as far as as far as I know. But like I said, all right. So we got less than a minute to go, and then if not, that's gonna do it. Because like I said, I can't just I can't wait too long. That's all I will say. But the important thing is that the stage is set, is what I'm saying. Okay. I mean, like I said, I was happy to get Speranza for the last, or 2 weeks ago, rather. But unfortunately, no one showed up. So, well, as far as next stream, I intend to do the other Uno game, which is Uno on PS4. Hopefully by then we'll get someone to play. And I understand that my good friend Tan Man is looking to get that version of the game, and if so, I can definitely introduce him to Samurai, Remnant, the Nightmares, and pretty much the rest of Weapon X is what I was trying to say. I can't talk. But nonetheless, though, well, Brandon, I hate to say it, but you can't just, it's no use crying about it. So, until then, I guess this is going to be a relatively short stream today. Who knows? Maybe I might come back. We'll see. But until then, have a great day, everybody. And do cheer up, Brandon. But if anything, just go over to Samurai. I'll be there too. All right. Take care, everybody.